Hey, and welcome to another one of Rich and Jen's Adventures in the Kitchen. And today, Rich,
yes,
we are going to be doing a recipe that I have talked about many times, but have never gotten around to making yet.
What's that?
We're going to make a potato chowder
Ooh,
with cheddar cheese.
man, there's looks like a lab in here. Some kind of scientific stuff going on here.
Now, I've done this recipe before in this cool weather that we had move in.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it made me really think about making this recipe. I've made this several times, and this is out of a book that a customer gave me when I worked at the fish market called 50 Chowders by Jasper White. And I've had this probably for about 10 or 15 years, and I've made several good recipes out of it. One of the things that this author says that I 100% agree with is if you can make your chowder or soup or whatever the day ahead, put it in the refrigerator, let it sit overnight, and then heat it up and serve it the next day, it'll always be better. So if you can do that, do it. You don't have to, but it just will make it a tiny bit better. Now I have a couple of things that I have changed just a little bit on this recipe, and I will put this recipe with my changes below in the description box on the YouTube video. But Rich, before we get started, I would like to do this. I would like to ask you guys a favor. We have been doing these videos for a while now, and we are at just under 24,000 subscribers, and we would love to reach more people, and you guys could help us. You could help us by giving us a thumbs up, sharing it on social media if you know anybody who you think might want to make this recipe, and also leave us a little comment, because the more comments that you guys make, the higher that YouTube puts out our videos to more people. And we'd love to reach the 25,000 mark by the end of the year, just as a personal goal. And also they have a new thing YouTube's doing called hyping. And they're their little like box. There'll be a little thing you can hit hype, and that gives us points. And that also helps YouTube to put our videos out to more people. Okay, so we're gonna start by going over the ingredients that we're gonna use. We've got bacon. They call for 4 ounces, but I like to put 8 ounces. And I just chop that up, and you can use regular bacon, or you can use the thick cut bacon and chop it into little squares, whichever you prefer. We've got unsalted butter, 3 tablespoons. We've got 1 large onion chopped into a nice dice. We've got sage. Now it asks for fresh sage leaves, but I went to 2 different places and I could not find any. So I'm substituting dried sage. If you can get fresh sage, I mean, fresh is always better, but I think this will suffice just fine. We needed our Coleman's dry mustard. And then we've got 1.5 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes, and those are peeled and cut. And these are really good because when you use the Yukon Gold, they stay together better. You can use russet, but they have a tendency to fall apart and crumble when you cook them when they get soft. We also have 3 cups of chicken stock. We've got 1.5 cups of heavy cream. We've got pepper, salt. We're gonna shred our Vermont sharp cheddar. And then we have some scallions in the refrigerator, and that's to garnish the top with. Now I did want to show you guys something, just in case you haven't seen these cooking videos before. This is one of my favorite gadgets. And this is a cheese shredder. This thing is amazing. It has little inserts that you put in, and you can put in any size. And I've used mine so much, Rich. I've made a dent in it. Do you see it? You just put your handle right back on, and you're ready to go. And this has 2 other type graters also, and I'll put a link to it in the description. So all you got to do is take your cheese, and you don't even have to hardly push on it. You can almost just let it lay there. And then, Rich, look at that. It's coming right out. All right, so we're going to get started, and the first thing we're going to do is it says to have a large, heavy pot. I have this little electric skillet. What we're going to do is we're going to put the heat on this to about medium, and then the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to cook this bacon. All right, so we have our electric skillet heated up, and we're going to start by putting this bacon in and getting it cooked. Man, I love the sound of bacon in the skillet. Secondly, I love the way it smells. And thirdly, I love the way that it tastes. How about you, Rick?
Yeah, I love the way it tastes.
All right, this is moving right along. We're not going to get it super crispy. We're just going to get it most of the way done so the fat renders out because we're going to put in the butter and the onion next. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add in our 3 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to let that melt in here. And we're going to throw in our onions to cook with it. And we're going to add our sage. And again, if you can get fresh sage, get it. If you can't, this is dried sage, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Let that butter melt. And then we're going to cook until these onions are just translucent. And we'll be ready for our next step. Rich, I think we're ready for the next step.
All right.
These look nice and softened, but you don't want them brown. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our 3 cups of chicken stock. And we're going to add our 1.5 pounds of peeled and diced potatoes. Now we're going to turn this up to bring this up to a boil. We're going to put the lid on. Now when that comes to a boil, we're going to cook it for about 10 or 12 minutes and you're going to check the potatoes. And if the potatoes are starting to soften up, then we're going to go, oh my goodness, I forgot something, Rich.
The milk?
I forgot to put in the dry mustard. That goes in now also. That adds so much flavor. Boy, would I have been disappointed if I had forgotten that.
What kind of potatoes are those?
These are the Yukon Gold potatoes.
And bacon?
It's just Kroger brand bacon. It was on sale. All right. This comes to a boil. We're going to time it for 12 minutes, and then we're going to come back and show you the next step.
What was that?
Alexa, turn off my timer. All right, well, it's been 12 minutes. So we're going to take a gander at this.
Holy.
And it has been rapidly boiling. And we are going to check and see if the potatoes are, oh yeah, they're ready. So what they want us to do on this is smash some of the potatoes against the side to release the starch. So we're going to do, I don't know, we're going to do about 10, 15.
Really?
Yeah, it helps it thicken. I thought that was kind of weird when I saw it the first time. And
so the potato acts like a thickening agent.
Yeah, I guess it's the starch that's in it.
Huh.
All right, so we are good on, I think, the amount of potatoes. All right, so we're going to wipe them all back in there, stir this together. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to, this is kind of weird, but the next thing we're going to do is add the cream and the salt and pepper. So we have 1.5 cups of heavy, and this is heavy cream.
Did you turn it off or it's on low?
It's on low. After I add this and stir it though, we're going to turn it off for an hour and let it sit. And Rich, do you know what we're going to do in that hour?
What's that?
You're going to make the blueberry crumble. After that video with Avery, we had a lot of people asking about it. And it's really easy. All right, so we're going to put in some salt. I don't use a whole lot of salt, but we do need a little in there. And there's going to be some in the cheese, just naturally. And we're going to put some pepper in here. And then we're going to stir that back around. And then we are going to turn this off. And we are going to leave it sit for an hour. And we will be back when we get everything out for the blueberry crumble. All right, so our chowder is still sitting for an hour. I'm leaving that alone. And we are going to make the blueberry crumble. And this is lactose free.
It's good.
No milk products in it. So the first thing we're going to do is we need a 9x12 or a 9x11 baking dish. And we are going to spray that with some non-stick cooking spray. Now we have that done. We're going to slide it out of the way for the moment. And in here, I have 3 cups of flour. Now
just all-purpose?
Yep, just all-purpose flour. To that, we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 pinch of cinnamon, a heavy pinch, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then we are going to mix this all together so that it's incorporated. Because, you know, there's not a lot of baking powder in here, but whatever there is, we want it to be mixed in as well as the cinnamon and the salt. All right, so we're going to stir that all up. That's probably good. Everyone's in there together, mixing it up. And the next thing that we're going to put in is going to be a large egg and 1 cup of lard. Now, you can put in a cup of butter, but we just are going to use a cup of lard. That's what we did the other day, and it came out great. And that's what makes it, of course, you know, dairy-free. So we're going to put our egg in. And this lard, I don't know if y'all saw the other video, but it's something else. It looks like whipped cream or something.
It's
you
different.
See it?
Yeah,
it's really weird.
it's almost crystallized.
I know, I love it.
Like honey that's whipped honey.
It's so cool. All right, so we're going to put 1 cup in here. Now, what I don't have that it tells you to use is a pastry cutter, because I'm not a real big baker, so I don't have one, but I did improvise, and I'm going to show you, Rich, what I did.
Yeah, it worked last time.
I took my whisk and I just worked it all in. It takes a little bit, but I just worked it all in with my whisk. Okay, so we've got the the lard all incorporated into the flour. Now the next thing we do is we have 4 cups of blueberries. And these are just washed and drained. We have 1/2 cup of sugar and 3 teaspoons of cornstarch. And we are just going to put this into the blueberries and mix it all in.
Those are big blueberries there.
You know, when I made this the first time, the blueberries were humongous. Now this time they weren't as big, but there were still some big ones in there. It was amazing. They were so huge. It was just crazy.
I kind of like the Maine, Michigan ones.
Oh, the little tiny, yeah. All right, so we've got your sugar, cornstarch all mixed up into the blueberries. This is so easy. So we're going to take our dish and we're going to dump 1/2 of this into our baking dish. And then what we're going to do is we'll put a tiny bit more here. I'm just eyeballing it. That's what I did last time. And then you're going to flatten this down, make like a crust out of it. I was really surprised, Rich, how good it was. I had never had.
That's why I wanted it again. It was really.
It really wasn't. It's really easy. If I had a pastry cutter, it would have been super easy.
And if you're lactose intolerant, this is really good for them.
Yeah. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to dump in these blueberries and whatever sugar is left in here. And we'll spread that out. And then this, we are just going to take this and we are just sprinkling the rest of it right on top. And what I did last time was I kind of made some of the blueberries stick their heads out so they got juicy. Oh, wait, this one has something.
Yeah.
And that is basically all that we have to do. Now we're going to bake this at 375. And let me look because I can't remember how long it was. Okay, we're going to bake it at 375 for 45 minutes. And I believe that our oven is preheated. Yeah. All right, so let's go put her in. And we are going to put on our timer, 45 minutes.
Perfect.
And then this should come out while we're finishing that up. So we'll have our chowder, and then this will be our dessert.
Awesome.
Since we couldn't do ice cream or whipped cream, I made a glaze. And instead of milk, I used water. So I'm going to do a cup of powdered sugar.
What is this for? For the top of the...
Yeah, I just drizzled it on the top to make it just a little bit sweeter. And I used water. Rich said we should use lemon juice because lemon and blueberries can go good together. So we're going to do that. We're going to make it like a lemon glaze.
I mean, you could use a little water maybe.
Well, it doesn't use very much.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just try it. I'm sure you and I are going to like it. And if we don't, we'll tell you guys, don't use lemon juice. All right, so we're going to put in...
now, is that concentrate?
No, this is just lemon juice I keep because I don't always have lemon. And that way I don't have to worry about, you know, not having it when I need it for anything. Then we're going to put in a tiny bit of vanilla extract. And we are going to mix this together. And if we need to put more liquid, we'll put a little bit of water in here. Because I made it kind of runny so that I could really drizzle it all over the top.
That was good what you made last time.
Mm-hmm. This smells really good. Yeah, I think this will be good.
I think lemon and blueberry go together well, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of times people make like lemon blueberry pound cake or
right.
Let's see what it tastes like.
Good.
That's good. It's a little tart, but I like it.
Oh yeah, there'll be enough sugar in the
All right, we'll set that aside. And we'll see you guys when the hour is up for our chowder. Well, the timer just went off. It's been 45 minutes.
Ooh, that looks hot.
It is hot. Now look at this. Oh. Doesn't that smell good?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, look at them blueberries.
Wow, that is hot.
We're going to let this cool off a little bit. And then we'll drizzle the icing that we made on the top. And let me turn this off. And let's go ahead and finish up our chowder.
All right.
Well, it's been an hour.
Wow, it looks good.
Yep. And you give it that hour to let, since we're not doing it overnight, to let these flavors kind of meld together. And it looks like it's been sitting here getting happy in here. I turned the burner on. And then all we're going to do is let it get warm enough that when we add our 6 ounces of sharp cheddar, that it'll melt in here.
Wow, you did turn it up.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. And we're going to add that cheddar in. And we're going to stir it in. And we're going to let it melt. Now, Rich, when we eat this, it just so happens that we went to Yoder's the other day, and I got some Walnut Creek white dinner rolls.
Those are good.
So we're going to have a little Walnut Creek dinner roll with our chowder. And I'm going to keep stirring until this cheese is melted. And then we're going to serve ourselves up a bowl and let you guys know what.
Does that go on the bowl?
Yes. After I do the serve them in the bowl, we're going to put that right on the top.
Okay. Cheese melt yet?
Yeah.
It was hot. I mean, it was hot from resting.
All right. We're going to go ahead and just drizzle. A little icing on. No particular pattern or anything. Just getting it all on there for a little extra sweetness, since we're not doing like, you know, ice cream or whipped cream or anything. All right. That's it. And our chowder is ready, so I say, let's eat.
Looks good, Jen.
It does, Rich. It looks great.
It's been a while since we've had this.
It has. It's been too long. I'm going to put a little bit of butter on my roll.
Yeah, me too. So much for lactose intolerance. Well, we're not lactose intolerant.
No.
Ooh, this looks pretty good, Jen.
It does. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ooh,
Let's give it a shot.
I'm getting some bacon in, some onions.
Man, that's good. The oil on top is the bacon.
You guys have to make this. Oh my gosh, is it good?
I can taste the bacon. It's kind of got that creamy flavor.
Here is a close-up of the chowder. The potatoes are cooked perfectly. Then you've got your bacon, the cheese is melted in there, and onions. This. Now, it's not supposed to be thick, but if you like a thicker chowder, you can always, put some cornstarch and water and thicken it up. But this is good just like it is. Wow, is this good, Rich?
Yeah, this has got good flavors to it. How many do you think this will feed, that recipe?
This size bowl, which is fine for a serving, I would say probably 4. And if you made it for, a smaller bowl along with something like sandwiches, you could do 6. But boy, is that delicious. And I tell you what, these rolls from Yoder's, they are delicious too.
I'm ready for dessert.
Me too. Now look at this. And it's still a little bit hot, but I'm going to cut us both a little piece.
Ooh, it's juicy.
Oh yeah. How big you want?
That's fine.
Like this?
Yeah, it's pretty big, but it's good.
I bet it's good warm too.
I don't think we had it warm yet.
No, because we cooked it ahead of time because the kids were coming over. So, oh, it's not even that hot. Oh, look at that. All right.
I said we go sit down and get ourselves some dessert. Ooh, this looks good.
It smells good too. I hope it's as good as it was. Now it'll be a little crispier when it cools off even than it is now.
I like the lemon.
I do too.
It's different.
It adds another layer of flavor.
Yeah, it's not super, cuts the sweetness.
Wow, what do you think? Was it as good as last time? Well,
yeah.
I think it was a success today. How about you?
Yeah, I think that chowder, you mentioned it. You had a can of oysters, throw that in there. That'd be different.
Or clams.
I mean, clams, not oysters.
Well, you can put oysters in there.
could.
I don't care for oysters that much, but I like the clams.
But the way it is perfect. You doubled the protein, and I thought it was really good. It was not real expensive to make. So if you're on a budget, that's a great hearty meal for multiple people if you're on a budget.
And if you have time, seriously, make it the day before. Stick it in the refrigerator. Heat it up and add the cheese before you serve it. You will be like flabbergasted at how good that is.
And this was excellent.
Well, Rich, did you want to say anything else before we wrap up and go finish our desserts?
Just if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. It's good for the channel.
Yes, we really appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate that you take the time out of your day to come along with us on our adventures. And Rich, I guess we'll see them next time. Bye.